Hi everyone, welcome back to BeRich. There's something interesting happening in South America. I'm talking about South America, I'm talking about Argentina, of course, and what's happened with the peso. There's a lot of movement in the peso, there's market expectations. So, Trump is trying to help out his friend Javier Milei, President Javier Milei, and it doesn't seem to be going well. And I thought we can unpack this with Anand. I was having an argument with Anand before the camera rolled, and I thought this is something interesting that we can talk about. I had misunderstood what was happening, and Anand clarified it to me. And I think a lot of you might be misunderstanding what's happening in Argentina. So Anand can explain to this. Sometimes the medicine doesn't taste good, Anand said. What is this, Anand? What is Argentina's problem first?
So Argentina's problem is its exports are commodities, agricultural commodities which have not done well. And it has some oil, which was recently discovered. They have a socialist leftist government which has been binging on expenses for the last 40, 50 years. Except for a short time when they had a right-wing prime minister. So they have been living beyond their means. And so it's a perpetual shortage economy and they don't have forex. And because they don't have forex, it's like India's of before 1990s. So the forex is highly regulated. And the Peronist government has several times defaulted on its debt. And the IMF also has
Bail them out.
And their peso was highly overvalued. And they were living in their own paradise. There was a lot of shortages. And inflation was in its heights. It's 100 plus inflation. And so if you get the salary, you have to spend it today. And so there's a white market for dollars and there's a black market for dollars. If suppose the white market is 1:1, the actual rate was 10:1.
Wow.
So it was as bad as that. So all the important trades used to take place in dollars. Nobody trusted the peso. And there was a running black market. So it required a dose of reality, and where the peso had to be deliberately devalued. Several government departments had to be shut down, and
so aggressively cut costs and allow devaluation.
To a point when their goods can be more competitive. The real value of the peso had to be discovered.
Price discovery.
So Javier Milei is a no outsider whose beliefs are in libertarian beliefs. And all libertarians, when they come to power, they get chicken. So he has been campaigning, saying that he will throw a lot of people out of jobs and he will saw through the budget and all that. And he won a victory, unlikely victory. And he started to saw off. Everybody liked it. The government did well. The IMF gave a bailout. And he did devalue the peso quite a bit. But he at some stage, because when you devalue a currency, the value of the currency drops. The price of goods and services begin to rise. Inflation. So you have to really keep interest rates high, and then you have to come out of the problem.
So it's a two-pronged pain, because one, the currency is depreciating, and that will fuel inflation because everything is becoming more expensive because you need no more money to buy the same thing in dollar terms. At the same time, because goods prices are rising because of devaluation, that inflation also has to be curtailed by raising jacking
rates.
Up money.
So this
supply.
Is lot of pain
For the Argentinians.
Argentinians, lot of job losses, lot of people being bankrupt. People who are on pensions and were feeling very wealthy, their pension will now become worthless. There would be a cut in their pension, plus a cut in
value of the currency.
So they who are in the top of the pecking circle will be next to beggars. So it would have been a very painful thing for.
So society is being reset.
It is like resetting it. So what was say 1:1 will become 10:1. There will be a reset. Lot of winners and losers will be there. More losers than winners. So the elite has been avoiding this for a long time. So while
kicking the can.
Yeah. While Milei won the election, he is going like a tank. But he doesn't have enough support in the
Parliament,
two wings of the parliament, to push through the reforms. He's been pushing through fiat. And there's an important election coming up now, which will decide on how many seats he can get to control in parliament. Now, he has got a band in the currency. He has fixed a band, saying that the peso will
Peso.
be defended in that band. That band is an unrealistic value. There's not been a full drop. He's not allowed it to drop
Free fall.
fully, free fall. Had he allowed it to free fall on the first day, by now the medicine would have been finished.
Administered. Too late.
And too late. Now, since he kept it in a band, he is using the money he's got from IMF, precious money, to defend by selling that money to defend the
To
peso.
keep it in that band.
To keep it in that band. And it looked like even if he ran through the entire money, he wouldn't be able to keep it in the band. So he went to meet Trump. So Trump and Scott Bessent have said the US
Will help.
will give you $20 billion to defend the peso. The moment the US said they will give $20 billion, the value of the peso came to the bond, because if the market knows if they say so, he has the money. But what Trump later said is he made it conditional on the Argentinians voting for Milei. Now, three things can happen. Milei loses complete control. Milei wins, but not enough to cross over, or Milei wins totally. Now, what Trump is saying is, if you guys vote for Milei, I will give you all the support you want in terms of dollars, so that the Argentinian economy is
Viable.
And basically, what has have to happen is, once this election is over, he has to allow the peso to fall further and make it competitive. It has to come to rock bottom and then bounce.
Okay.
The Argentinians have to go through a lot of pain. In certain countries, smaller countries, what has happened is people have dollarized the economy by saying that
Yeah, we saw Central American, Ecuador, some one of them.
Ecuador basically use the dollar to run the economy. So Argentina is basically has to dollarize its economy, where the US dollar will be the legal exchange.
Okay.
So if that happens, there is hope for Argentina, but there's a lot of pain before it turns around. But at this point of time, the Peronists are saying we'll ease your medicine by printing money. But now half the medicine is taken. The Argentinians have to go back to take full medicine.
Yeah, the problem is if you take half the medicine, you haven't cured it.
You don't have cured it. So you have to have the full medicine. If you don't have the full medicine, then the old problem will come back. So this is exactly what India went through in 91 to 96, when the full dose was administered. And there is a very famous story which has been related several times. There is a hop, skip and jump. Basically, the rupee had to be floated. So the Prime Minister was told first they will do a small devaluation to test the government, the public mood. That was the hop. They tried a next one, skip. They jumped higher. And then finally they said no dual currency. That is, there was one rate for people who bought dollars through other currency exports. So you could exchange in two currencies and all that. Finally, they decided to jump. So Narasimha Rao said, okay, it's your head, you jump. The Indian president at that time was a man called Ramasamy Venkatraman. And he was also used to be a finance minister. He told Rao that you are dead if you devalue beyond this. So Rao got cold feet and called Manmohan Singh to say, stop the devaluation. So Manmohan Singh got the message, waited for 10 minutes and placed a call to the governor. The governor was his good friend, C. Rangarajan. C. Rangarajan said, I can't do anything. Already the
Release is gone.
release has gone.
The horse is bolted.
So Manmohan Singh called Rao and said, sorry, the horse is bolted. Of course, it turned out to be successful.
But my question is, the pain which we suffered at that time, was it as bad as what Argentina is going through?
Argentina has to do more.
Because of prolonged avoidance of medicine.
India would have suffered less had it taken medicine about 5 to 10 years before. But if you had delayed it, you would have taken an equally strong medicine.
we would have only made it worse and worse.
Yes, it's like taking chemo.
So there you guys go. This is what's happening in Argentina, and this is how Trump has offered assistance to Argentina, the conditions. And this is why
And it was so bad. Before Milei came, people were buying $1 of Argentinian debt for 5 cents and 10 cents. And the moment they won, the value of the cent went up from 10 cents to 50 cents. So you can make money in the bond. If you had $100,000 Argentinian debt, you were getting $10,000. Suddenly it went up to $50,000. Though the original money was
correct.
$1 lakh lent.
Okay.
So people like Srinivasan bought it for 5, 6 paisa per to the dollar.
Not all of us can do this. Nor do we know how to do it. Nor do we have the stomach for these kinds of volatility. So Anand just says this academically for academic interest. Don't immediately start Googling saying, how can I do currency trade? And don't venture down there. This is just purely for
Anyway,
conversation.
thank you for supporting BeRich. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, send this to your friends and relatives and have them take a look. Once again, I thank you for your support for BeRich.
Thank you.